Hey everyone, hope you're doing well. Today I'm talking about my personal journey of having irregular cycles. So this all obviously comes back to like the first time I ever had a period, which I think was about grade 6, I think. Anyways, at that point, my cycle, I can't really remember if it was regular or not, but I remember getting it and it was pretty heavy because I remember borrowing some of my mom's naproxen because it was pretty painful as well. And when I, had really bad cystic acne, they recommended birth control, which is very common. And it did help, but it really made my mood, it really impacted my mood. And also when I came off birth control, I feel like my cycles got really irregular. And I think, ever since then, it's kind of been this like, oh, my period's coming today. Okay, great. And not really knowing when it's going to come until I saw a naturopathic doctor who really helped guide and support me on what was the root cause of why my cycle was so irregular. So there's a few things that, was a part of my case. One of the biggest ones was having high DHEAS. This is a type of testosterone that comes from the adrenal glands. So more stress, more cortisol can increase DHEAS, causing, more testosterone in my cycle to become irregular. So I find that stress is a huge, huge contributing factor. And recently, for some reason, my cycle has been a little bit longer. I've had really good 32-day cycles since having my daughter, and even before then. But just in the last 3 months, I've been having 42-day cycles, which is very uncommon for me at this moment. And I think maybe it could be related to stress. So I'm trying to, take some deep breaths, do some yoga, move my body a little bit more. I've been also trying a few different supplements that I haven't tried before, and I'll talk about that later. But to give you a hint, one of them is maca, because it can really help that adrenal gland and the connection between the brain and the ovaries. We call this HPO axis, hypothalamic pituitary ovarian axis, which is really interesting. So I'm learning more about this, and I'll tell you my experience once I complete at least a month or two, because I don't really like talking about what I am experimenting with until I've actually tried it and I have really specific things to say about it. But yeah, I think, stress is a big part of my case. Eating more sugar, I think that's a huge part too. But I think I eat more sugar when I'm more stressed. So that's kind of like a cycle of, okay, I really need to work on my stress right now. So if you're out there and you're like, you know what, I really tried everything and I don't know why my cycle is so irregular, one of the first things is obviously get some lab work done. But second is really tune into yourself. Are you anxious? Are you stressed? Is something bothering you? Because that can really throw off a cycle. And then coming back to, things that really cause you to feel happiness and joy, whether that's dancing, reading a book, yoga, going out with friends, getting a manicure, getting a massage, things like that, that really help to calm your nervous system down. Try to do things that, calm your nervous system down for at least 10 minutes a day in a practice form. Obviously, we need more time to calm that nervous system down, but the more and more you can kind of focus on calming that nervous system down, the better it will be. There's this nerve that runs through the middle of our body. It's called the vagus nerve. And if we can activate the vagus nerve more often, it will help your body go into this parasympathetic nervous system state where we can rest and digest, and that can really help calm the whole body down. There's a few ways to stimulate the parasympathetic system, this vagus nerve. One is humming, so even just doing a it actually can really help. Putting your finger to your lips. There's lots of little nerve endings on your lips can really help calm the nervous system down. Another one that I recently learned is even just putting your finger in your ear and pulling down, because this is all connected to that vagus nerve. That's a great one too. I've been doing that recently and I think it's helping. But if you're confused about why your cycle is irregular, you're struggling with the stress piece, or you just don't know what's going on, I really urge you to, reach out and work with me. There's two big ways you can work with me. One is through my one-on-one patient care. This is for patients in Ontario. And if you're outside Ontario, I have an online PCOS program. It's called Your PCOS Planner. It has video modules in there. It's basically everything I talk about all day long about what to do when it comes to PCOS. But then there's group calls every week for 6 months. This is a lot of time with me every week, asking your questions, getting clarity on what could be going on, and really figuring out the root cause of your PCOS and developing that plan that's specific to your case. So I'll put some links below to learn a little bit about how to work with me. But if you have any questions at all, please reach out. Have a nice day.